Hi, Marius here from Digital Flowcraft, and in this video I'm going to show you how to create a make.com automation that can take any blog post and turn it into 3 viral video scripts along with a voiceover. To do that, we're going to be using make.com, as I said, obviously, and we'll be using Google Sheets, Google Drive, 11 Labs, and OpenAI. This is how the automation works. I created a spreadsheet that has 3 columns, and the first one is the article URL, the second one is the output script, and then the last one is the VO audio file for the voiceover link. So the way it works is you take any URL for a blog post, so I'll take one from my blog, and just paste it in there. So there we go. So it's pasted in there and we're saved and ready to run. So now we'll run this automation once. And off it goes. So what it's doing now is it's taking that URL, it's sending it to OpenAI. OpenAI is going to write the scripts. It sends it to 11 Labs to create the voiceovers. Once that's done, it's going to go and actually put the script itself back into the spreadsheet for us, along with a link to the file, which 11 Labs has put back into Google Drive for us. So there we go. It's run. It's done. Let's go back to the spreadsheet and see what we came up with. Okay, so here we go. Here we have the scripts, the 3 short form video scripts, and then we've got this link to Google Drive where we can go and listen to the voiceovers that 11 Labs has created for us. So it wants to download now. Okay, so save downloads. And what I've done is I've made it all into one video file just to make it a little bit more efficient. So let's listen to that.
Script 1. General overview. Think AI writing tools are complicated? Think again. Claude AI makes writing a breeze with intuitive suggestions and real-time editing. It helps streamline your workflow, corrects mistakes, and ensures your content is top-notch. Have you tried Claude AI yet? Share your experience below. Script 2. Focused on real-time suggestions. Want to write like a pro without the hassle? Claude AI offers real-time suggestions that enhance clarity and style. Whether you're drafting an email or crafting a novel, it acts like a virtual assistant ensuring your text shines. Tag a friend who struggles with writing. Script 3. Busting myths about AI writing. Think AI writing tools will replace human creativity? Not true. Claude AI enhances your creative process by refining ideas and editing content, letting you focus on what you do best, being creative. Who needs a creative boost? Share this with them.
Okay, so as you can hear there, very nice scripts. You can just pop that into Canva or wherever you want to edit your video editing software, and then, add the visuals and bam, you're done. No need for doing the voiceover yourself. And obviously you can change the voices up. So let's take a look at quickly how this has been set up so you can follow along and set it up yourself. So first things first, we're using the Google Sheets as a trigger in this case, of course. So it's just a basic connection. If you haven't done that, you'll need to connect your Google account in make.com. Then the search method, I used enter manually, so I just pop the spreadsheet ID in there. So if you don't know where to find the spreadsheet ID, that's between the / over here and the / over there. You have this long string of numbers. That's where you can get your spreadsheet ID from. Then you pop that in there, and it's obviously sheet 1 that we're using, as you can see here. So we've just selected sheet 1 under sheet name, and then table does contain headers, and the row with headers is A1 to Z1, and limit once because we just want to run this execution cycle once. So the next thing we add, next module, is an OpenAI AI messaging assistant for ChatGPT, and that's quite simple. So what I've done here is I've created an assistant in OpenAI's developer platform. So it's called Blog to Viral Video Scripts Assistant. So it's kind of like a custom GPT if you haven't worked with assistants in the developer platform before. So I'm using that as a custom GPT that has all my instructions. Rather than entering the instructions in here, I can use that assistant for multiple things. but I'll show you quickly what that looks like. So you just go to platform.openai.com, you go to dashboard, and then if you click on this little robot over here, you'll see that it opens your assistants that you've created. So this is the first one here, and I've entered these instructions into this assistant. I will provide a link to these instructions for you in the description below. But in any case, so once you've created, I didn't play around with it too much. I could probably play around with the temperature and the top E there a bit, but it's fine enough as it is with just the instructions. Once that's created, then obviously you'll be able to select it. If you say message an assistant in this module, under assistant, you'll have all the assistants that you've created. In this case, I'm using the blog to viral video scripts one I've created. Okay. So nothing else really changed. Oh yeah, sorry, the roles user, and then the message is also the article URL that we've extracted from this spreadsheet. So if you click in there, then you just go to article URL and select that and put that in this box. Okay, so that's that for this part. Then next, the 11 lab setup. So then we add an 11 lab create a speech synthesis module. And this is where I can go and select another voice. So let's say we choose Liam over here. And then you can select which model you want to run. So that's good, and that's all well. And then for text, what we want is we want the content text value from the OpenAI output. Just OpenAI content text value, and this is the one you want to select, and then it will enter that for you. Now you can play around with the stability settings. Stability is just basically how stable the voice is, or how much variation it's going to have in its intonation and things like that. So the more stable you make it, the more kind of monotone it becomes, but it can also sound good. So you just need to find a good balance between like 1 and 0. You don't want to go to 0, but it must be equal to or lower than 1. So I put it on 0.60, and then similarity boost is just how similar to the actual voice model that was created do you want it to be. As I said, this you can play around with until it works for you, and then just save it as that. Next, once that has been created, I want this output from ChatGPT to go into this Google Sheet and be placed back in the Google Sheet. So that's the row number, and I want it to be in this column B over here. And once again, it's content text value. So you just select this and then go down to year, and then go to the OpenAI content text value. So content there, and text and value. You select that one. So that's the same. And then we also want the file to be deposited from 11 Labs into Google Drive. Right, so for Google, it's a little bit more of an advanced connection process. If you haven't connected your Google Drive or Google Gmail to make.com yet, you need to create an OAuth app, and it's a little bit more complex. So rather than explain that in this video, which is going to make it very long and very complex, I'm just going to include a link in the description to the instructions for doing that. So if you haven't done that before, then you'll just need to do that and go through that process once. If you have done it before, you know what I mean. It's a little bit more complex to set up. But once it's done, it's done. And then we just need to enter the folder ID. I said enter manually, and I got the folder ID from my Google Drive URL, just the same as I did with the spreadsheet URL. And then what we want to put into that Google Drive is the file name that we get from 11 Labs. And then the file needs to be 11 Labs create a speech synthesis. And that's that. Basically, convert the file, not necessary. That's all good. So save. And then finally, in the last instance over here, we have the Google Sheets, and that's where we're just going to get the updated link for that. So row number, and we're putting that back. That's what's going back into over here, column C, the web content link. So that's just the link to the Google Drive file that has been deposited into Google Drive by 11 Labs. And yeah, that's the basic setup. Like I said, I'll give you the message for the assistant, the instructions that you can pop into your assistant, and you'll need some credits in both 11 Labs. So you'll need a subscription to 11 Labs to make this work. Or you could just do it without the 11 Labs and just have the scripts and then read the scripts yourself. And then you'll also need some API credits that you can buy in your account in uh, platform openai.com. Yeah, so that's that for this video. Marius from Digital Flowcraft. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have, please drop a like, a share, and also a comment below if you have anything to say about this or any questions. I'm here for you. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.